All right, guys, we say what's going on. Christian Ballard Sports Media. And I don't have anything up on this wall yet. I'm working on some stuff. I'm going to talk again with my grandparents this weekend about trying to set this room up, trying to see what I can do for the sound because I understand it was kind of echoey the other day, but I don't want to not use this room as a studio. So we're just gonna kind of roll with it, kind of work with it a little bit, and see what we can do. So we got some good stuff to talk about tonight. We want to talk quarterback jobs in college football that are already locked up and the different quarterback battles going on across the country. We also want to talk about my list personally, and maybe I could write up an article later and share it out with you guys. Top four running backs to watch in college football for 2023. Think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a great year. I really believe that. I think that I, man, I'm so pumped up for college football as is everybody else. I look at, you know who I look at? I look at Penn State. We talked a little bit about them the other night. I really think they could be the first year playoff team this year. They can make it for the first time ever. They can make some noise. Sean Clifford, of course, with the Green Bay Packers now, he's gone. But Drew Alar comes in. Christian Valio, is he going to compete? He looked okay last year, but Drew Alar at second string, a five-star phenom, going to be a redshirt freshman this year. Actually, let me take that back. Would he be a redshirt? He played a couple games last year, but I don't know if he played enough to where he would be considered an actual sophomore this season. I don't know. I don't know. But we do want to talk about some of the uh, quarterbacks tonight. Of course, quarterback jobs that are locked up. We'll get to that later. But want to start the show off. Let me actually share this out. Let me let people know that we're on here. Uh, Again, normally don't do a Thursday night stream, but I figured we could tonight. I know it doesn't really match up with the live stream schedule that we normally have, but it has just been a great day today. It really has, and it's been an awesome day. It really has, and I'm excited to talk some college football. I'm excited to hang out with you guys. We'll hang out a little later on, but what's up, QT? I see you in the comments. How you doing? Love the dog in the picture too. That's great. We got a couple people watching. Top four running backs to watch in 2023 college football. Let's break it down just a little bit and talk about some of these running backs. And you can start wherever you want to, but I'm going to go based off number one, do they have experience? And number two, is the experience good and is the talent level good? I'm going to go ahead and throw out there Blake Corum of Michigan should be a Heisman favorite, in my opinion. Definitely out of the running back group, he'd be the favorite. You look at, of course, Blake Corum with the Michigan Wolverines, what they were able to do last season. He surprised me. I thought he was going to go pro. He comes back for his senior year. But you look at what he had last year with 247 carries, over 1,000 yards, over 1,400 yards actually. He averaged 5.9 a carry. His longest run was of 61, and he had 18 touchdowns. That's pretty good. I would say that he makes one of the top running backs because I'm just going to say it. I think it's because it's Michigan. Because Michigan is going to be that playoff team. Talked about it the other night on Touchdown Tuesdays. You talked about the playoff teams, the playoff favorites. I think Michigan is a team that could make the national championship. I think they're due to win a playoff game at some point. And I think Blake Corum, along with J.J. McCarthy, let's not forget the quarterbacks. And of course, you'll have some receivers, Shoemaker, Wilson, whoever out there. You'll have those playmakers for the offense. You got to fix up the defense a little bit, clean it up. Should be ready to go. But yes, I'm going to start with Blake Corum of Michigan. He is a bit undersized, but makes up for it in talent. Great speed, great burst. I think O-line should be good for him. He should be ready to go. 247 carries last year, 1,463 yards, and 18 touchdowns. Up next on the list, I'm going to go Nicholas Singleton of Penn State. We're going to stick to the Big Ten. I like Penn State this year too. I really do. Number 1 overall running back in 2022. He's a 5-star, and that people are saying he could live up to Saquon Barkley. At least I see it on Twitter about him, and I think Penn State fans believe that. I'm going to take their word for it because I don't know how good he can be. He was great last year. I know that. And when I look at Nicholas Singleton, pull up his profile here. Nicholas Singleton, 156 carries, 1,061 yards, average 6.8 yards a carry, longest play, 87, 12 touchdowns. They had Kaytron Allen too. Could it be a duo? Yes, but I'm going to stick to one guy for Penn State. I'm going to stick to Singleton. Going to be a sophomore this year. He's 6 foot 219. He is from Pennsylvania. He's a rarity. He's a rare guy because he was a 5-star recruit. And you really don't see that out of the state of Pennsylvania too much. And, you just don't see it because it's not a recruiting ground. I mean, Penn State recruits the players. But they're all 4 to 3-star athletes. Not trying to put anybody down, not trying to, I'm not trying to beat them up. I'm not trying to down talk them. Just a reality. So Nick Singleton, he's kind of a rarity in college football. He's a 5-star from Pennsylvania. Going to be good at Penn State this year. Number 1 overall running back in 22. As I said, you might see it again this year for Nicholas Singleton. James Franklin is run heavy with his offense. You go back to Saquon, go back to Miles Sanders, who's now with – actually, I'm going to slow myself down. I was fixing to say he's with the Eagles. I think there was a trade or something. I think Miles Sanders is somewhere else. I could be mistaken. But go back to guys like him before. Look at the numbers. Look at the talent. Look at the highlights. Penn State has good running backs. 4 running backs in this list. We go to number 3. I'm going to go to Quinshon Judkins of Ole Miss. As a freshman last year, he saw the field. 247 carries, 1,567 yards, 16 touchdowns. He averaged 5.7 yards a carry. Ole Miss will have one of the most explosive offenses in the country this year, and he could be a factor. Who's going to be the quarterback? Doesn't matter. Give him the ball, fix up the O-line just a little bit, and let him take off. I think he's got great potential. I really believe that. Judkins will be a factor for the offense of Ole Miss. Number 4, I'm going to stick to the SEC. So, top 4 running backs, my personal opinion. I got 2 Big Ten and I got 2 SEC guys. I like the Georgia running backs, But experience and everything, I'm going to go to Arkansas. I'm going to say Raheem Rocket Sanders, a junior running back, nicknamed Rocket for a reason. I mean, this guy takes off. 1,443 yards, 10 touchdowns last season. Does he carry the offense with KJ Jefferson? Also, is he a guy, and are any of these guys in contention for the Doug Walker Award given to the best running back in the nation? Any of these guys make the list? We'll see. I like Branson Robinson from Georgia. Georgia's got loaded at running backs. But the more I thought about it when I made this list, I was thinking experience. So I didn't. I thought most experienced running backs going into this year that could be poised for breakout seasons. I just don't. I don't know how you put Branson Robinson, or I guess is his name, from Georgia, and then we've only seen the spring for Justice Haynes. That's it. Anybody else out there? I think Tank Bigsby got drafted from Auburn. He's a good running back, but he's gone now. There's not really a big group of running backs that you can turn to in college football today. We're still kind of relying on quarterbacks, still relying on the passing game. Just got to work with it. We'll roll with it. So those are my top 4 running backs. Blake Corum of Michigan, Nick Singleton of Penn State, Quinshon Judkins of Ole Miss, and Raheem Sanders of Arkansas. So there you go. Top 4 running backs 2023 here at Ballard Sports Media. Now then, let's get to quarterbacks that are going to start in 2023. Did my research. I came up with 6 starting quarterbacks. Again, Alabama is still trying to figure out the quarterback situation there. Auburn, they don't have a spot locked up. But these are the guys that I look at and I say for certain, unless they get hurt, they're going to start. I'm going to start with Bo Nix of Oregon. Then I'm going to stick to the Pac-12 and go Washington and say Michael Penix, who transferred from Indiana a couple years ago. Did not have to sit out. He started right away for the Huskies and could possibly win the Pac-12 this year. We talked about it on Touchdown Tuesdays this week. I believe my friend Mayhem Matthew, go subscribe to him, by the way, at Eat 'em Dogs on YouTube. He believes Michael Penix is possibly the Heisman winner. I agree to an extent, but I also say be careful. We just mentioned Bo Nix of Oregon. What about we go to the Big 12? Quinn Ewers. Sarkisian says he's the guy. You got Arch Manning in there. By the way, I saw via CBS Sports, and I could look it up again to double check, but I'm pretty sure Kyle McCord is the guy for the quarterback job of Ohio State, according to Chip Patterson of CBS Sports. But I can pull it up. We can talk about it. This is not the article that I'm necessarily looking for. It is CBS Sports, but it was posted yesterday. Kyle McCord signs NIL sponsorship deal with Mark Wahlberg's car dealership. We don't care. He's still competing for the job. But again, I read, and according to Chip Patterson of CBS Sports, actually I saw in a video today, he said, and I quote, "It seems like Kyle McCord has it locked up." Seems like it's locked up. I'm going to go to Clemson. I'm going to say it's Cade Klubnik. Think he showed signs last year that he deserves the job. I think DJ being out the door means there's no competition for him anyway. Christopher Vazina comes in. He looked okay in the spring game, but yeah, can't forget Caleb Williams at USC. I don't know why I didn't put him on the list. That was kind of dumb. But yes, he's got the job locked up at Southern Cal. So Cade Klubnik at Clemson, 5-star phenom in the same class as Ty Simpson. Number 2 for Clemson on the quarterback chart. Wears number 2 on his jersey. He's got to be QB1 this year. He took the job from Cade Klubnik late in the season. Looked pretty good against Tennessee, I thought, even though Tennessee won the game. And then last on the quarterback job list that's locked up, I put question marks because I don't know. I got to hear from Georgia fans. But is Carson Beck that dude? Is he the guy? Is it locked up for Carson Beck? Because he had a heck of a spring game. And it's hard to say no to what he did. So, that being said, I want to know if he's the guy. So, you know what I just realized I forgot to? Someone gave me a cover for my microphone. That might actually help it. Let me go upstairs and get it real quick. Just bear with me. I'll be right back. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if it sounds better too, because like I said, echoey in this room. Want to do what I can with the wall without tearing it up to help with the echo. Let's go ahead and get some people on. If you want to join, click the StreamYard link. Really would appreciate it. Kind of out of breath there because I had to go upstairs to get the cover, but I don't know if it made a difference. Live on Facebook, YouTube, and actually streaming on Twitch tonight. I want to see how this is on Twitch. Go to dashboard. Okay. So I don't know why I'm streaming on Twitch. I mean, I figured it would probably draw in more viewers. I guess people still use it, but what I forgot to do was put some hashtags on Twitch because I don't really have a following on there. I don't use it. I don't even watch on there anymore. But it looks like we got someone on Twitch. If you're watching on a different platform other than YouTube, I would encourage you to go subscribe on YouTube. Check out Ballard Sports Media. It should be the first one that pops up. You're looking for a white logo with red letters, BSM. And we got just over 1,000 subscribers. And we're just trying to get the watch hours up. We kind of have fun with it, but we're trying to get serious too because I am trying to be a professional sports journalist, and I do want to project that on here. I do want to have a good following. I want, I don't want to like make, don't do anything dumb, basically. So we'll give it a few minutes to let people join. All you got to do is click the StreamYard link. It's free. It's not a trap. It's just click on it, put your name, come in here. It's your choice if you want to be on camera. We just need your audio. So don't forget our call-in show on Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. We also stream Friday or Saturday. I think Saturdays might work better because no one's really on then. What's up, Gamecock Chuck? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, buddy. Who else we got in here? We got QT showing up in the chat. William Bryant. Twisted Rooster, my friend. How you doing? Daniel Berry. And, of course, we just said hello to Gamecock Chuck. So, again, top 4 running backs. This is great stuff here, you guys. Blake Corum of Michigan could be a Heisman favorite. Nicholas Singleton, can he make some noise in the Big Ten? Probably could be maybe a little better than Blake Corum, but I'm going based off experience to start tonight. Quinshot Judkins of Ole Miss and Rocket Sanders of Arkansas. I think Arkansas could be improved. I really do. Well, they only won like 7 games last year. They bring back KJ Jefferson, Raheem Sanders. I'm not saying they're going to be like a TCU or anything, but I do think that they have potential to compete, make another bowl game. Not necessarily compete for the West, but could they give some teams some trouble? I think so. Not now. People texting me on Facebook, man. It's crazy. Oh, I didn't even realize this. I remember the name from last year. For Penn State, we mentioned Nicholas Singleton. I'm looking on 247 for their 22 class. If you go all the way down on a class, you can see transfers too. I didn't realize Mitchell Tinsley was a transfer. I thought he was recruited. He was a transfer actually from Western Kentucky, and he was a 3-star. He's 6 foot, 180. He's a pretty good receiver. Could probably be the best that Penn State has. So, but we'll find out this year. He'll be good. I think Penn State will be good. Think teams like okay, I didn't put this in the title, but what's the dream playoff? Like, what four teams do you want? Forget who you think will be in. Who do you want to be in the playoff? I'd like to see Texas get there from the Big 12. I'd like to see Penn State. I'll save Alabama. I'll save Alabama. If I had to pick a different SEC team, not named Alabama or Georgia, they've suffered enough. Give me Tennessee. I don't care. Tennessee, Texas, Penn State. We need one more Power 5 team. Does Washington get back to the playoff or does Oregon? No, give me Southern Cal from the Pac-12. So let me type this out for you guys here. I can't believe I said Tennessee, but it's too late. I'm not backing down. Texas, Penn State, 10. And who did I say? I say Southern Cal, USC. Do you imagine that playoff? Do you imagine that playoff? Imagine if I had it in this order. This is what you had, right? Texas would play Southern Cal. Rematch of the Rose Bowl. Let's go. And Penn State. Could you imagine last year's Penn State and last year's Tennessee? Penn State was pretty good. Yeah, they lost a couple games, but Michigan was better. Ohio State, CJ Stroud, they were just better. I think if things had gone their way, they could have maybe won the Big Ten East. Maybe make the playoffs. I don't know. I think Penn State is due for it. But could you imagine Penn State's offense with Sean Clifford going up against Hendon Hooker healthy and Tennessee? Or Joe Milton, whoever you want at quarterback, take your pick. That would be cool. I do want to get more articles out. Yeah, it's so hard to write though. I feel like I'm meant more for the camera. My grandmother says I write better than I talk, and I should stop talking sometimes. But I can't stop talking. You know, it's it's kind of hard. But I would say I should take Feinbaum's advice. I put it up on the channel if you want to go watch it. There's a call. Just look up Feinbaum gives advice to young writers, whatever I titled it. So he said you gather the facts and information. You do the research. You write out a draft, put it all together, then you're ready to write and publish. So, grandmother's right. What's up, Jacob? What's up, buddy? I know you're kidding. So, I do want to write more, but Ballard Sports Media to me is the YouTube channel. It is. We got the Facebook page, we got Twitch, got Twitter, and we got a website. But I started on the YouTube channel. I started there. That's the one I want to grow and eventually get an actual sports job somewhere. I'm working with this radio station in Coleman, doing what I can. They're not necessarily, I mean, they have sports and they want me to try to cover sports when it comes time for the fall. Uh, but at the same time, I'll do anything to get my foot in the door. We got it's not technically a call-in show. Everyone just come on here and hang out, but we got our first visitor. What's up, Jacob?
Hey, Val, what's going on?
Oh, not much, man.
Hello?
I was sorry I froze up there. I was reading Twisted Rooster's comment. If you didn't talk Ballard, you want to have a good YouTube show. That is fair.
Well, it's about the writing thing. I mean, that's something you could do. You could be a sports writer, you could do
Right.
that as well.
I have no
So
problem
that
with that whatsoever. I just want to be in the sports industry, like media business. So,
my only
but
my only
if
advice for
you
that is don't go somewhere that's not going to let you write freely. Because like ESPN, they kind of restrict what you can write. There was a guy a few years ago who got fired for you know destroying Urban Meyer in an article about the Ohio State situation with Zach Smith and all that. So
I remember
go
that.
somewhere where you can go somewhere where you can write what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that so ESPN wouldn't be the place there, but it's a good amount of people watching this. You said four people, right?
Yeah, we had about 4 or 5 people. We got six
Yeah.
now.
Oh, that's good.
Mr. Rooster,
Uh,
I have a
hopefully, I don't
website.
scare them all away. Hopefully, I don't scare them all away. Nah, I'm just kidding, but yeah, man.
I think we lost Jacob there.
You hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I was saying the Fire Mob show was crazy today. I mean, my God, some of those callers are just insane.
I missed it. What happened?
Well, I mean, there was this caller named Jim talking about how he was a high school baseball legend or whatever in the '70s, and the legend, of course, came on and blasted him for that. Five Bond said that
Yeah.
that's not true, and Dwayne, he's been a popular caller too. He calling in about LSU because they just won the baseball World Series, so he's not talking about winning the championship in football, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy, but sure what
I do
Reese
not see.
Davis said?
What's
He said he
that?
put Michigan at number one. He put Michigan at
For
number one.
what?
That's what he said for preseason poll.
I mean, I think they deserve top five, but they're not the number one team going into it. I still don't know who it
I
is.
look, I get it. I think Michigan's an elite team. I think they can be title contenders next year. But you can't put somebody over the back-to-back national champions. That should never be something you should be doing. I mean, that's just not. You know, when you win back-to-back titles, I don't care who you are. You should be number one. I mean, that's only that's only right. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean Alabama was number one when they won back-to-back titles. You know,
they were.
you know. Gonna be honest, don't know if Nebraska was number one after their back-to-back natties, but I would assume they were. Uh, so when you win back-to-back natties, number one team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Feinbaum's
Uh,
delusional as college. Yeah, it's a lot of his calls are delusional. Most of them are, honestly. They're funny, but they're also delusional. You got some smart guys on there, but most of them are delusional. I'll agree with that.
I think a guy, who is smart, he just
Who?
gets so angry easily.
Who?
Jim.
Oh, come on now. You think so?
I think he's smart, man. He steers the conversation away and tells it like it is to Paul Feinbaum. I mean, who
I
else
don't.
has the guts to do
I
that?
don't think that's smart. I never hear him talking football. That tells me that he's not very smart. He's always talking
But
about being a high school.
Paul, I run this show, Paul Feinbaum. You know that.
Yeah, Jim's irritating, honestly. I mean, when he, especially when he goes to talk about Trump and politics and all that, it's just like, oh my god, it's like this is a college football show, not a political show. It's just,
I forget that he's
he
political. I always mix it
yeah,
up.
that's go call into a political show. They'll gladly have you, but college football should stay college football.
Yeah.
Gump Central on Feinbaum channel. Jim has 2 teeth on his mouth and 2 more teeth that he has brain cells. That's about right, sir.
I don't
UGA.
think I've never actually heard Jim say he's an Alabama fan. I just know he's in Tuscaloosa. But being somewhere doesn't make
Yeah,
him
he's never said that before.
Yeah.
Now he is
He
an
could be
Alabama
Auburn.
fan, but he never really. Well, no,
He's never
he is
on
an
the West.
Alabama fan. I know, maybe, but I know that. But it's like, he never talks about football. He never talks Alabama football. And I get it, it's the offseason and all that, but it's like, Legend, who's not very smart. At least he talks football. Same with Daryl.
What's up, Vic?
Yeah, what's up,
What's
Alan?
going?
Yeah,
What's
what's
up,
up?
Vic? Too?
Yeah, what's up, Jacob?
Yeah, what's going on? It's been a while since I talked to you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking about something about Feinbaum.
Yeah, we're talking about some of the, dumbass callers, but
So what do you guys think of my top 4 running backs this year?
what was your list?
I'll read it to you. I won't even give an explanation because I already gave it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Blake Corum of Michigan,
Oh, okay.
Nick Singleton of Penn State,
Okay.
Quinshot Judkins of Ole Miss,
Okay.
and Rocket Sanders of Arkansas.
No, yeah, sounds
Oh,
legit.
okay. I mean that,
That's a bold take, but I really I think
I'd
I might have
probably,
watched that Judkins.
Judkins is cool, but I don't know about Rocket Sanders. I'd go a different direction there. I'm just gonna be honest.
Well, here's his stats. He had over 1,400 yards. He had 1,443 yards and 10 touchdowns. He does have some good speed. I think that I honestly think outside of KJ Jefferson, if it wasn't for a guy like Rocket Sanders, I don't know if there'd be an offense for Arkansas.
Well, I get that, but I don't know. Yeah, it goes the other way around too. Without KJ Jefferson, would Rocket Sanders really be able to carry the load out of the zone read? I mean, I'm just saying.
Maybe. You could be right there.
I mean,
Gamecock Chuck
but
didn't forget about DeCarry Joyner. He'd be in the top 10, just not my top 4.
yeah,
Top 5.
he's not top 4 there. He's not. But I mean, I probably, Will Shipley could be in the top 4. I mean, I think so. I know.
See,
I
I
know.
almost put him in there. But
I
I think I'd have him 5 or 6. I
I
just
know.
don't. I looked at talent and I looked at stats. Shipley and Clemson kind of struggled with the offense last year. It just wasn't like he's not getting his end of the deal. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just, and I know South Carolina fans. They were last year. They were talking about, Will Shipley, being overrated and stuff. And how he wasn't the best running back in the state. But I mean, look, Will Shipley's a really good player behind a really bad offensive line. He's made most of what he's done. He's played great multiple times. I think he's the top 4 running back, and I'll leave it at that. I'd put him
Okay.
at 4. So
Like I said, I mean, he's definitely top 10 and could be number 5, but I just,
I'm
I
not
don't
saying
know,
Rocket
man.
Sanders is a terrible selection. I'm just saying I'd go a different direction.
Okay. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. But
Now, in your top 10, let me ask you this, Jacob. Be honest. Is there a Georgia running back in your top 10?
well, none of them are proven, so I can't really put one in there. But I guarantee you this: I guarantee you one of them will be top 10 by the end of the year.
Is it Branson Robinson?
More than likely, yeah. But if it's not him, it'll
Okay.
be somebody else.
Well, I don't
But
think.
not. But none of them are proven yet, so you can't put them top 10.
Yeah, I think.
That's why. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Vic.
split carries too much. So
Yeah, well, you'd still be, top 10 split. I mean, Nick and Sony split carries, and they're both top 5 running backs. So
they both had 1,000 yards.
yeah, so you can split carries and be, top 5, top 10 back.
In fact, if you split carries and they're good enough, it helps your case to get 2 in the top 5 anyway. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'll tell you who
definitely.
I didn't put on my list, and I still don't even think I'd put him in the top 10 because I don't want to base it off just the spring game. I keep saying that about stuff this offseason. Justice Haynes of Alabama is going to be great, but he's not ready to be on a top 10, top 5 list. So we just got to see it against some actual competition. Circle the Texas game week 2, I think.
Oh no, I watched him at Buford. I didn't see. I'm not trying to, I'm just saying I didn't see too many special plays from him. It
Yeah.
just Buford was running the same toss sweep over and over again behind an amazing offensive line. I'm not trying to I'm downgrade on him or whatever. I'm just saying I need to see more. I need to see
Yeah.
more than him being able to run behind the best offensive line and one of the best O lines in the country with the same toss sweep every play. I just, running a 4.6 and being 205 pounds, I need to see a little bit more.
I got you there.
So that's my opinion there. But oh yeah, about Judkins. Judkins is a beast. I'm just gonna say that he could be the best running back in the country by the end of the season. So definitely have him in your top 4. Definitely.
Yeah, he's the best running back in the SEC, definitely. But
Oh yeah, no question. It's not even a debate.
Yeah.
But
Maybe next week
so-
I'll do like a top 5 receivers. We'll do that next week or so.
yeah, running backs, aren't as good as they used to be because they're not used as much.
Well, I
Or
don't
they're
know. I'm starting to see it come back. I understand what you're saying though,
I
but you're
don't
still
see. I
starting to see the
just
talent.
look at the running backs we've had between like I don't know the 2010 and 20 I don't know 18. We had Nick Chubb, Sonny Michelle, Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley, Leonard
Derrick
Fournette.
Henry.
I mean, Derrick, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey. I can go on and on. We just saw so many just generational talented guys, and I'm just not seeing that with the running backs anymore. I saw it with Bijan Robinson, and that was about it. I'm not seeing it with anybody else. So I think the running backs are starting to fall off a little bit. I got to be honest.
Well, maybe this year. I don't know. I just have a feeling this year could be special for the running backs. I'm not saying that it's going to bring back the run game, but there's a lot of talent in college football this season going into it. Maybe we see something special with the run game. I don't know. Maybe some
I
teams
hope
mix it up.
so. I want to see some great running backs. I'm just saying.
I
I mean,
love the hard hitting. Like, I love the hard hitting defenses, and I love the grounded pound run game.
well, I like it. I like pass game, run game, defense. I like it all. But I just feel like the run. Now the run game over the past couple of years has actually started to come back a little bit because of zone reads and quarterbacks and splitting carries and all that. But in terms of a bell cow running back, we're not seeing that anymore. And
Right.
Carry on Johnson. I forgot him too. He was let's just be honest, he was a beast as well. But I'm just not seeing those guys like no offense to Blake Corum, but 5-10 years ago he wouldn't be the best running back.
No.
Oh, God. How could I forget Todd Gurley? Jesus Christ. My God.
How could you forget? You know who else you forgot?
Dude.
Hey, is this thing on? Mark Ingram.
We forgot who?
Okay, Mark Ingram's good,
Mark.
but is he on the? I don't think he's on the level of the other guys, but
No, he's not. I know that.
but in all fairness, I was trying to name other non-Georgia running backs after Nick and Sony. So
Okay.
in all fairness, but yeah, Todd Gurley, honestly, in my opinion, is probably top 5 running back of all time. He just got suspended, got injured, but Kenneth Walker is just not on that level of generational running backs. He's not. He's a great running back, but Kenneth Walker is not no Zeke. He's not no Saquon. He's not no TG3. He's not none of that. Let's just be honest. And that's not, it's not me just trying to be harsh. It's just true. The guys, Now Bijan, I'd say was on that level. I'd say he was. Not saying he was the best out of all of them, but I'd put him on that level. The other guys, though, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And part of it is, oh, go ahead.
No, finish real quick because then I'll ask you guys about my other topic for tonight.
Okay, well, I was just going to say, last statement. I forgot what it was about. Oh, I don't know. It's just because, these running backs in high school now that are athletic freaks, these high school coaches telling them, well, you might play 5 years in the NFL as a running back, or you can go ahead and switch to linebacker or wide receiver or, defensive end and or safety, and you'll go ahead and play 12, 15, 10, 12 years in the NFL and make, a lot more money. And that's what, when you tell, these kids that, they'll switch positions. And it's part of the reason why wide receivers are a lot better than corners. Corners are being told that the rules are against them. And I said that actually on the call-in show, but it's true. It's why corners and running backs aren't as good as, they used to be.
I agree. So the other topic I had tonight, quarterback jobs that are already locked up for 2023. We went through. Here's the list that I got, at least from what I have read, heard, and just basic knowledge. Bo Nix at Oregon. He really doesn't have much competition. Michael Penix in Washington. Quinn Ewers was announced a few weeks ago by Sark. He is the starter. Kyle McCord of Ohio State, according to Chip Patterson of CBS Sports. Cade Klubnik. And I got 2 Georgia fans on here. Is it confirmed that Carson Beck is the guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on real quick. Hold on. How's Saquon Barkley not on that level? Come on now. And Eddie Lacy's not on that level. He's not on that level. Barkley
He
definitely
was
is.
good.
So let's not go there. Okay, well, what were we saying about him?
Just the quarterback jobs that are
You,
already
you talk about top 5
like.
quarterback?
Well, it's not a top 5 quarterback list. I was just naming guys that we know for sure we're going to see in the fall.
Yeah. But is the ukulele going to start at Oregon State or?
Of course. Why did I forget that one? Yeah. Ukulele's going to start. Louis Ukulele.
Well, I think I'm going to start pulling the hot takes now. I happen to think that Oregon's going to win the Pac-12, make playoffs, and I think Bo Nix is going to win the Heisman.
So do y'all think that
Okay.
JT Daniels will
Yeah.
win the starting job at Rice?
God, he better. He better. I mean,
Hey, we only talk Power Five over here, so don't be bringing up the grain school and all that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We got much respect for every team out there. Yeah, JT Daniels. He should be the guy at Rice. I don't remember exactly the reasoning. I guess because he wasn't starting at West Virginia, right? Or no, where did he go from Georgia?
West
He
Virginia.
went to, that's right. Yeah. He was at Southern Cal. He went to Georgia. He went to West Virginia. Now he's at Rice. That's it.
I don't.
So
Alabama Tide. I need you to explain about Saquon Barkley there. How can you say have you ever watched Saquon Barkley? I mean, that guy in the open field was absolutely unstoppable. He was a human joystick, and he just he was the reason why Penn State was in those games against Ohio State and Michigan. He was the reason. He was the greatest running back prospect since Adrian Peterson. I don't get how he's not on that level. I need some explaining there. I'm sorry about that. I keep going back to that, but I'm just interacting with the people in the comment section.
oh, look at this name, Nate the Nebraskan.
I thought you weren't a Nebraska fan no more. What's up, Nate?
Oh, he is.
No, I'm mainly a Michigan fan in Nebraska, but the name is different. But anyways, my top 4 running backs for this upcoming season is well, I was gonna say it. Blake Corum. I know it's a little biased, but
no, it's not biased. He's the best one. It's not biased.
Who else is out there? That I don't know.
I'm going to read you. I was just going to say I'll read Nate the list.
All right, that's fine.
All right. Blake Corum is my number 1 guy. Nick Singleton of Penn State, Quinshot Judkins, and then Rocket Sanders of Arkansas.
Man, Rocket.
You need to be considered for the top 4 that I didn't mention. Trayvon Henderson. I know he's in Ohio State. In fact, now that I think about it, I'd probably put him over Will Shipley.
Oh no. He might get. He got hurt like more than Corum has, I think.
No, I got to put Will Shipley over him, but I put Trayvon Henderson at 5.
No way. Y'all got to see this.
Uh-oh.
I got to show y'all the YouTube studio here. They changed the requirements for monetization.
500. I think.
Look at this.
So you can monetize.
You can monetize now at 500. I still need the watch hours, but I don't need 4,000. I need 3,000 now, and I'm less than 500 away.
I'm about to start making YouTube videos again.
Look at this. Look, 3 video uploads in the last 90 days. If you're not uploading at least 3 videos in 90 days, heck, more than that, you're not a content creator. Sorry.
Look, hey, Ballard, I've been busy, man. Don't call me out like that. I've been busy. I've been busy. I've still been interacting. I just haven't been making videos. That's all. Don't call me out like that.
You're waiting on football season.
Huh?
You're waiting on football season.
Well, not that. I've just been busy, you know? I didn't even make that many videos during football season last year, to be honest. I did the year before, though. 2021, that was my year.
But yeah.
Okay, so Penn State plays in the week conference. Ohio State, Michigan. Michigan State was good at the time when he was in the conference as well. Wisconsin, I mean, really, a week conference, the Big Ten. Come on now, Iowa. I was really good when he played, and they're still good now. Need to fix the offense, but still, I mean, come on, it ain't no. I mean, Minnesota's been decent. Come on, Big Ten's a great conference. I mean, you can't just. So that's why Saquon's not good. Okay, that's just. You think Zeke's good? Did he play good enough against Bama to show that he was great, or no? He's not good either. Explain the Big Ten. Just let me know. But all right, what were y'all saying?
Not really. I was just talking running back at the time, but did you see Lou's Penn State predictions video?
Yeah, I put him
No,
at
not
11.
yet.
Do you agree
Not
with
yet.
it, Jacob?
Yeah, I have him at 11-1 as well with a loss to Michigan. I have it exactly how he has it actually.
Right. Well, I haven't
Which
done,
that doesn't always happen with me and Lou, but that happened that time.
right. I haven't made a prediction for Penn State, but I did pick beat Michigan, so I'll probably have them probably losing to Ohio. Probably.
Hey Bob, remember 2 years ago when me and Lou got into a huge debate about Notre Dame before 2021?
No, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, he predicted him go 8-4, and I told him that was crazy, and he came on here and we debated, but
Vic,
I
go ahead.
respectfully, Alabama Tide. I strongly disagree. Barkley was he was a generational talent. I don't.
Yep.
That's just respectfully. That's just. I mean, I don't get how he's not great. He was a great receiving back too. That's another thing. Amazing receiving back. Won the game against Wisconsin in 2016 off of a wheel route. So.
Hey, Ballard, do you mind if we look at the current recruiting rankings?
Yeah, we can. I got 247 pulled up. Let me
Yeah,
check.
Georgia's going to be number one.
Okay, we all know that.
Oh,
You want
2024. You heard about Dylan Ray? Yeah, obviously, but
Yeah.
Dylan Raiola, he's not the number one prospect anymore for ESPN. Well, I know why they're doing it. It's because they're doing it,
right?
Well,
Yeah.
they're doing it for Mark. They're doing it for Mark. They did the same thing with Justin Fields 5 years ago. Right after Trevor Lawrence committed, they decided to make Fields the number one prospect so that when he commits, they can use the number one prospect, as marketing for Fields.
At least I if my team is in the top 5, I'm okay with that.
And I'm just going to be honest. I'm not. Oh, sorry, Nate. Go ahead.
I was going to say that I at least my team is in the top 5. I'm okay with that. Top 10, I'm okay with that, but below top 15. But I'm not a fan of being below Ohio State, but I'll take number 4, even though we're ahead of Notre Dame.
Well, hold on now. William Bryant, they have made the playoffs more than 5 times.
Who?
In 9 years. I'm not even gonna interrupt Nate here. I'm just gonna wait till he's done. What were you saying, Nate?
Well, I was saying that I mean, I'm actually kind of disappointed that Jaden Davis I don't know if he's the second ranked quarterback, but he's the Michigan commit. But he used to be a 5-star, and he downgraded to a 4-star. I mean, I know it happens, but he's 5-star in my book, in my opinion. But
Yeah, well, ranking doesn't change the player. You know what I'm saying?
well, according to 24 Sports or 7 Sports, uh, it did change, but I don't know why.
Well, I'm saying it doesn't change the player, though, right?
Right? Yeah, I agree with that. But and I think after is this this year's recruiting year? I think I forget what, like, if when the season it ends. I don't want that to happen right now, but like when the football season ends, is this the recruiting classes and the recruits going into 2024? Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, going back to what I was saying about, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to interact with commenters, but look, I mean, the Big Ten, Ohio State made it in 14, Ohio State made it in 16, Ohio State made it in 2019, they made it in 2020, Michigan made it in 21 and 22, and then Ohio State made it in 22 as well. That's 7 times in 9 years. If that's
Yep.
not how's that not a power football conference? And it's
Exactly.
been competitive all 9 years. In those 9 years, Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, all have been really good and great programs. I don't get this whole Big Ten week. I'm a Georgia fan. I can at least admit that the Big Ten's a great conference. I don't get why people struggle to admit that. I really don't. I'm just even Purdue's had some good years. You know, I don't understand. You know, Indiana popped in for a year, Northwestern popped in for a year, but I just don't get how the Big Ten is a weak that makes no damn sense. I'm just going to be honest. And what's even more blasphemous is saying that Saquon's not a great running back. I can't even. Okay, but that just. I'm not trying to take over the show here. I'm probably going to have to leave it the rest after this, but I'm just trying to interact with the commenters because and this is why I'm interacting with them. It's because it pisses me off when I'm commenting and nobody interacts with me. That's why I'm doing it. So
you hanging out, Ballard? What else were you gonna say?
What's that?
I thought you were gonna end the show soon, or
Well, Uncle Lou just went live with his call-in show,
Yeah,
so I
that's
figured
why-
I'd go over there and watch it. So
yeah, that's why I asked. That's all.
yeah,
But anyways, I'll let you do what you do and keep up the good work, Ballard, and God be with you. I know He's always.
thanks, buddy.
all right, have a great day, mate, Nate. Yeah, but William Bryant, you said that the Big Ten can't even make it 5 times in 10 years. Well, first of all, playoffs don't exist in 9 years. Second of all, Michigan's made it. I mean, Michigan's made it twice. Ohio State's made it 5 times. That's 7. So I don't get how that's a weak conference. I don't. But I'm just gonna leave it there. One team 5 times in 10 years. Oh, oh, really? So unless you're Alabama, right? Who, by the way, can't even win their division in 2022. You're a weak conference. My God. Do you know how much 5 times in 9 years is? One team has to make it 5 times in 10 years to be a strong conference. Really? Ohio State's, first of all, they've made it 5 times in 9 years, so give them credit. Second of all, the Big Ten's also had Michigan made it twice, and Penn State's almost made it several times. Even Iowa has. I don't. You means one. What do you mean you? I don't get what you. I said Penn State almost made the playoffs. Oh, what's up, man, Matthew?
All right, man.
I'll say. Huh? What are you saying? Oh, okay. He says, I'll say this, Purdue and Minnesota aren't great football programs. They might have a good year every now and then, but they aren't great. I didn't say they're great. I said they were good. I said Minnesota's a good program. Purdue is a good year. Has had some good years as well. They've been a good program, recently. Props to them. I'm not taking. You can't take anything away from that. Alabama still represents the SEC well. Well, you're not representing the SEC by sitting at home during the SEC title game. You're not really representing the SEC.
We won it 2 years in a row before LSU knocked us off this year. So give us a break.
Oh yeah, well you're not representing the SEC well, sitting on your couch and watching LSU get slaughtered by Georgia in the SEC title game.
Whatever, dude. We'll see you in December.
I'm just saying that.
Oh man.
All right,
guys. Let's end the show. I appreciate it, Jacob. Thank you.
Yeah, I fired some people up here. I want to see them again because I'm having great conversations with them. I enjoy talking with them. Have disagreements with them, So please, come back, guys. But yeah, thanks, Ballard, for letting me on the show. Had a great time, and maybe I've talked a little bit too much. I don't know, but hey, thanks for letting me on the show, man. And I'll see you again next time. All right, go Dogs. See you, Vic. See you, and see all the commentators as well. All right, bye.
Yeah. What you got, Vic?
Let's see. Nothing.
All right. Well, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Ballard.
All right. Yeah, we're going to call it a night. I'm going to go watch Uncle Lou. I see Brock in the comments, man. We'll have to get you on sometime, but we're going to end the show tonight. That's a good picture right there. Is that Sanders? Is that Trey Sanders? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to end it. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. God bless. Jesus loves you. And roll tide. Peace.